Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineonmypocket.com. Today I'm going to make some Valentines with this adorable new stamp set from Maker Forte. This is Grovehill Farms, and look at all the cute critters on here. I'm going to be combining it with a bunch of stencils. That was the layering heart stencil. This is the heart matrix, and here's the XOXO stencil. And I'm going to be making a bunch of Valentines. I think I'm making about 5 cards in this video, so it is a little bit longer. But I couldn't cut any of this out because all these critters are just so cute. For this first one, I'm using some Deco foil gel on the XOXO stencil, and I made a couple of those, and I'm going to set that aside to dry while I make the rest of the backgrounds. For this one, I'm going to use the layered heart stencil, and I'm using my magnets here on the Make Art station just to make sure this stays in place. I'm going to use some alternative colors to a Valentine. So I'm going to use the grape, which is a pretty new ink color from Maker Forte. So this first layer is going to be the grape. Then I'll add on the second layer of the layering stencil. There are 4 layers to this. And the second layer, I'm going to do ink blending with some flat white, which is one of my new favorite ink colors. It's like a really soft brown color. It's so pretty, and I don't have any other colors like this in my stash. This third layer, I'm going to use the flamingo, so that is a little bit more traditional, but it's going to be toned down a little bit with the 4th layer. So once I finish inking this one on, I'll add that 4th layer, and then I'm going to use some glitter paste. Now, I brought out a whole bunch of different colors of glitter paste. I thought it would be fun to try this pink one. My original first one that I just put that card aside. My original first one, I did some glitter paste, which was the iridescent. And I thought I'd try a different color this time. My pink was completely dry and I couldn't use it at all, so I thought I'd go for the black glitter gel. And this is going to really tone it down and add a different dimension to this Valentine. So I really like the look of this. I'm going to use my scraper tool here to scrape that off and make them nice and flat and all equal layers. Then I'll set that one aside to dry as well. All the backgrounds I'm making are pretty quick to put together, and I found it really easy to make the backgrounds first and then figure out how I was going to put all the cards together after that. For this heart matrix stencil, I decided to go back with the flat white since I really do love this color. And then for the second layer, I'll add some more pink ink to that one, going back to the flamingo. So here is that background, nice and soft. And now it's time to stamp out a few of the critters. I cut a heart in this panel, and I'm going to take that heart that I cut out and put it in my MISTI so that I can add one of the critters and stamp that on. So I'm just going to place this on here and see where this little bear fits. This is probably my favorite image in the whole entire set. If you know me, you know that I love bears. I can't resist a bear stamp set. And so this is my favorite. So obviously I go for the bear first. I stamped it a few times to get a nice dark impression using my smusher tool there, my ink smusher tool, so that it's nice and stamped down. And then for the remainder of that heart that I cut out, I thought I might as well use this as one of my cards. So I'm going to use one of the layers only of that 4-layered heart stencil. I'm going to ink this one up with bubble gum. Now I still had some of that flamingo ink on my brush, so they came out a little darker than I expected, but it's still really cute, and I do like the way this card turned out in the end. I'm just going to stamp the koala bear right in the center of that heart, and so I took that to my MISTI, stamped that a couple of times so that I got a nice dark impression, and that's going to show up in the center of the heart. I went ahead and colored these off screen just so this video wouldn't be super long. It's already getting pretty long because I'm making so many cards. So I colored that off screen with my Copic markers, and now I have made a mask for this little bear image, and I'm going to ink on some of that grape ink to give this heart a little bit of a purple color. Now watch as we remove that mask. Oh, he's so cute. I'm going to stamp on one of those glasses from the stamp set. It's so fun that there are different glasses that you can do. I'm using Welsh Dragon for this one. I thought Welsh Dragon would be a perfect color of glasses for this bear. I just love it. So I stamped it a couple of times to get a really nice dark impression. And there is our bear with the glasses. He is super cute. In this stamp set, there are also a variety of ties that you can use. There's some bow ties. There's some long ties like this one. And I'm going to go ahead and use the same Welsh Dragon to stamp the polka dot portion of this tie. You see that, well, the background is the Welsh Dragon. And then I'll stamp the other stamp that goes with this in a light pink ink so that the polka dots appear to be pink. It's kind of hard to see in this video. You'll probably be able to see it a little better later, but I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut that out, and this is going to be added to the bear. And then the 4-layered heart stencil that we did earlier is dry, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this up with some foam tape right here on the front. I'm also going to add that tie with some foam tape and glue that right to the bear as well. So you can see just adding the foam tape to the bottom, a little bit of glue up at the top of the tie so that can glue straight onto that heart. And look how cute this little bear is with that big old tie hanging down. I love it. Now I'm going to attach it to a black cardstock piece. So there's a little bit of black matting all the way around to match those glitter hearts. And then I attach that to a top folding card. So there's our first card. Now I'm going to start working on the next card, which is going to be the heart matrix one. I'm using this Love, Love, Love die from Maker Forte. This is a 2-layer piece, but I'm only going to use this top layer here. And I cut out the love with some Stormy metallic paper, so it's kind of got a pearl shine to it. It's really pretty. And I'm going to add an extra L to the love because I want to use the llama on this card. I thought it would be fun to say love you, I guess, with that llama. So I'm using this U stamp from this stamp set here. I'm going to stamp it a bunch of times with fog ink because I wanted it to be gray to match that Stormy metallic a little bit. So here we go. Just going to stamp it a few times till I get a nice dark gray for that U. And now I'll put this all together by gluing on the love, love, and popping up the llama with some foam tape. So this is how it's all coming together here. So cute. Did you get it? The double L? My husband got it right away. So I was really happy about that. I don't know. I don't know if it's that obvious, but here it's so cute. That llama. Adorable. Now for this little pig, I accidentally smushed some of that black ink in the center, but no worries. The heart glasses in this set are going to completely cover that up. I colored them up like sunglasses, and we're going to add some clear gloss to that, to the top of that. Meanwhile, these XOXOs are dry from when we put on the gel duo. So I'm cutting some foil panels to fit over that. This is the Summer Sunrise, and it's so pretty. It's got the pink and the yellows, a little bit of silver and gold colors in there. And then I also did one in red. Now this one didn't turn out quite as well because I got a little bit of that gel on the back side of the stencil, but no worries, you can just scrape that off with a craft knife or use your sand eraser, which is what I ended up using on these pieces. And I pretty much got all of that off, all the excess off that I didn't want on there. Now I cut that out with this die. It's a smaller rectangle die that has a scalloped edge. Here it is, right there. And that's what we're going to use for this little piggy card. I'm taking a sentiment from another set that says, "You are the sweetest." And it's from the S'more Sentiment set, this one here from Maker Forte. I'll link all the products below, and if you use those links, thank you so very much because I may get a small commission. at no extra cost to you, but it helps me a little bit so that I can keep producing these videos. I'm going to go ahead and glue down that back panel and then just let that be. And then I'm going to pop up the outside frame with some of these skinny foam strips here. I'm going to cut these apart and make it so that this frame really pops. So as I finish this, I'm going to go ahead and put that on right there. So the frame is popped up just a little bit, and I'm going to take that little pig with his sunnies, heart sunnies, and I'm going to pop him up with some foam tape as well. I'm going to use a double layer of foam tape on the very top, so it's going to look like he's coming out of this card a little bit 3D, and then glue down the very bottom. So here we go, just adding him right above that frame, a little bit offset, but look how cute he is. Now here's the clear gloss I was talking about. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the sunglasses. So this is going to make it look like they're so glossy, so kind of like reflecting the sun. This looks a little bit cloudy as I put it on, but once it dries, it will dry completely clear, and you'll see that at the end of this video. For the other XOXO background, I'm going to be using these bunnies and pop them up with foam tape as well. I'm going to use both of them that come in the set, the female and the male. So the female is a little bit taller because the way I stamped it. So I'm going to just go ahead and bring her down just a touch so that she matches up with her friend there, and then cut off the excess. For that bow tie, I stamped that with some flamingo ink. I'm going to pop that up with some foam tape as well, and then I'm going to add the whole thing to some Scrunchie cardstock, which is this hot pink cardstock. I'm going to add a little bit of the glitter gel now from Maker Forte. And one thing I love about these is that they have a really flat top. So you can stand them up upside down so they're always ready to be put onto your project. I think that's really clever. So cute. All right, this is the last card, everyone. We are in the final countdown. I'm going to add some acetate to that heart that we already stenciled on the front with the pink hearts. Now I'm going to cut down some foam tape. I was running low on my other foam tape. This one is from Altenew, and I'm trying out their foam tape. This is actually the first time I've tried this tape. So I'm going to add that and then remove the backer so that I can go ahead and make this into the shape of a heart. It's really easy to bend and to shape if you take off the backer piece. So I did that for this piece. Then I need to cut just a little bit more to finish this off. I ended up going ahead and finishing all that off, and it's going to fit on the top of that koala bear. But before we add that, I'm going to add some of this new glitter shaker mix. And it came out kind of fast from the bottle. I should have removed some of that, but I didn't because I thought, oh, this is going to work out just fine. But you're going to see that it's a little bit too much. Covers up the koala bear a little more than I wanted it to. So I debated about trying to take this apart and taking some of that glitter out, but it was very well adhered, and so I just have to live with it. It's still cute though. I went ahead and printed off a sentiment that says, "I love eucalyptus," which is something I think a koala bear would probably say. And then to finish it off, I'm adding some flat back pearls and some little heart clay pieces from my stash to finish it off. These are all pink and so cute. I love a card in pink for Valentine's. So there's our little eucalyptus card with that koala bear and all the shaker mix. Don't add as much as I did. But look, it is still cute and fun to shake. Very fun. So here's all our cards today. Let's go ahead and recap everything that we made. There's our koala bear eucalyptus card. Now I could have foiled that sentiment as well, but I elected to just keep it black. Here's our love llama card with the See, you can see how it's the Stormy metallic cardstock. See how it shines in the light? So cute. And that's the heart matrix background there. Here's our bunny card with the XOXO in the summer rainbow. And then we also have our little XOXO Heart Sunny pig card. This one could have easily be turned into a shaker as well if you wanted to, but I just thought it was cute just the way it is with that foil in the background. That little pig, he's adorable. Here's our bear card with the long tie and the black glitter gel hearts. I hope you enjoyed this video today with all these Valentines. I think you could probably tell that I fell in love with this stamp set. I used all of the critter images today so that you could see what they all look like. The koala bear, the llama, the bear, the pig, and both rabbits. And then I also used a couple of the ties and the sunglasses, but there's still so much you could do with this set. Thanks for stopping by today. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out with YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. I'll be back real soon with more card making inspiration. Until then, happy crafting. Bye-bye.